So Awana is pretty much just heading up to talk to Aridar.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have them sort of like meet in the tavern or something, weren't we?
One more time?
We're gonna have them sort of meet in like a tavern or something,
Yeah,
weren't
so,
we?
basically, I think that how it goes is that you guys pretty much after leaving Aridar's place headed in for, a inn, which I actually drew up, so you will get to see that next time, but,
Oh, okay.
and then pretty much there was like half a day left for you guys to do whatever.
Yeah, half day to go around town, yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of all went your separate ways, and I guess Juana decided to go talk to Aridar.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm assuming she knocks. It doesn't just go in through the back where Chamomile smashed all the plates.
I mean that could work. just go through the broken down barn doors.
Yes.
No.
So I think Aridar like pulls back the curtains from his window upstairs and just like looks down. He's like, okay, and closes them back up and goes down the stairs and takes a minute and then opens the door and is just like, I did not think I was going to see you again this soon. What's going on?
So he's like, oh, we're doing this now, huh?
Yes.
I wasn't undecided about how I wanted to actually start the conversation, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I know what I want her to actually be saying, but I'm not sure how I'd...
Yeah, that's fair.
Sorry, can you feed me the line again?
So I was just like, I didn't expect to see you again so soon. What? Did you need something? Did you leave something here, or...?
Actually, there was something I wanted to discuss with you. It wasn't appropriate with the rest of the group. It's not their business to know.
Secrets, I guess.
Everyone has secrets.
Yeah.
You
that's
understand
accurate. Yes. I mean, usually this entire thing is a secret anyway, so yes. I would say I know plenty about that. And what would you want to discuss with me you couldn't in front of your friends?
There was something that I noticed about that wind creature that you had. Apologies
Yes.
for misplacing her, by the way.
Yeah, it's alright.
None of that was my decision, I must, just putting that out there.
Yes, it seemed kind of like your furry friend was invested in that one.
They like puzzles.
Well, doesn't
Especially-
everyone?
Yeah, well, I'm guilty of the same myself. Not recently, but... Well, in regards to that, we noticed that obviously she responds to music as
Yes.
is appropriate, I suppose. That's
Yes.
in keeping with her namesake. But she wasn't particularly moved. I'd say. I mean, she was, but not physically
Mhm.
by anything except just the one song. This one, and I, flash him the fragment that we've got. This one right here. This one's very personal. A very personal one. It's for me. It's for a friend of mine.
Okay.
And, it's just curious that she would be so receptive to this particular song, given the context in which it was provided to me. And
Well, I wouldn't know what that context is, or really why she would respond to it, but she does tend to, I don't know, be interested in things she's heard before, so...
I'd be interested to know where she actually knew about that, where she came to chance upon this particular song?
Well, I don't know the song, but I have a decent idea of where she might have heard it. I'm not sure it entirely matters to me, though.
I don't know if that's quite true.
Why is that?
You're perfectly aware, with how society is nowadays, if it was to be known, the actions that you took on the mountain with us, if your reputation here was to be ruined by others knowing of your actions, you couldn't stay here.
I think.
And
Yeah, oh, what were you gonna say?
you'd probably have to, escape from here, take everything with you, but you can't do that, can you? Not in your current state.
So you're threatening to rat me out for what? And putting you to sleep and trying to go in the water and stone myself, right?
I'm willing to put that aside, and I could offer a hand of help, some small assistance, but that would obviously come with a price, as you know.
Everything does, yes.
Are you familiar with the name Tirivia?
I can't say I am, no.
No, I suppose not.
I think that they just, pause for a second and are just so your terms on not telling the people or the government, I guess, whatever you're planning on doing exactly, is what, for me to give you a better idea of where she heard it, or...
I have two possible conditions for you to fulfill.
Mm-hmm.
That I will not divulge this information to the general public and to the government. Either you part with your share of the moon rock.
No. No.
I figured you would say that. I still thought it would be worth a try.
Not very worth it, but sure.
My other condition is that you divulge any and all information that you have regarding this song,
Okay.
and the reason that Cathara, is it?
Yes.
Would have heard such a song.
Well, she learned music from my mother and my grandfather. I don't know the song myself from what little I can see of it, but I would assume that she had learned it probably while she was staying with him.
Any idea as to their whereabouts now?
Last I knew, he was living up in the mountains somewhere, but I haven't talked to him in probably a good 25, 30 years, so...
Basically anywhere then, doesn't narrow it down too much.
I'm afraid not. I could give you a general location of where his house was. I don't remember it all too well, because I wasn't exactly the one navigating whenever we went up there, but...
I suppose I'll take whatever I can.
Alright, I'll need to look over some things before I can get any more precise location. You'd be fine with me sending that in the mail for you?
Yes, that would be fine. Speaking of shared information, I suppose I should, and she, procures the little book of notes and places it
Yeah.
in his hands.
Aridar looks like... Obviously you can't see the expression, but stares at the book and then looks back up at Helena and it's just like, you did... You didn't have any right to take this from me. I don't know why you did.
I think that as far as rights to take...
Okay, yes, I get the argument you're going to make here.
Okay. I don't have to go any further.
No, I get the... Listen.
We understand each other pretty well, it seems to.
Listen. Personal items are kind of different, don't you think, than... I would never take anything that seemed of vital importance to you.
That would be to say that the moon rock isn't.
I suppose I don't know your situation, but I had no reason to believe that you were out for anything other than money.
I see. I don't feel I need to explain any further to you.
No.
But you're wrong.
Okay. That's fair enough. But for future's sake, I would prefer you keep your hands off of personal items.
That's fine. I couldn't make anything of this anyway.
Yes, the handwriting is bad.
Were you a doctor in a past life, by any chance?
No, my father, actually. And then I just kind of awkwardly, like, touching the door. Is that all, or...?
Back to, the House of Tiveria.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'd find that our goals are quite similar. Perhaps on a grander scale than yours, perhaps. We specialize in providing for the needy, for people who perhaps aren't able to look after themselves. And I think, given who you've surrounded yourself with, you can understand, such a plight.
I think Aridar's kind of like quiet at that and then just goes, I guess it's close enough, yes. I don't usually deal with humanoids, but that's still similar, yes.
If you were to require some small assistance, I find that, if your story checks out, if the information you've provided me with today, if I can glean something from that, I can look into getting a little bit of help for you, and maybe if you were to, align yourself with us, we could help each other a little more than we do now. Which is to say, not at all.
Yes, I mean, as the only others with Moonstone, anything, really, I would say that could be helpful, yes. So...
just something to think about.
Yes. Well, I'm providing the information anyway, because I've already agreed to it. I'm not going to go back on my word there. But that's interesting enough, an offer. So yeah, I should, within the next week or so, have figured out enough to give you some sort of idea of where my grandfather used to live. I might still be there. Not sure. Haven't heard from him in, like I said, like 30
in an ideal
years.
world.
Yes, in an ideal world, you'll go up that mountain and you'll find him, and he'll tell you everything you want to know about this song, whatever that means to you. But for now, just hang tight, I guess. Wait for that. Then, is there anything else you wanna?
I want to be kind of out of character and have her just go, oh, so what's the deal with the fire beetle? Like, no, I don't think I don't think she's gonna do that.
Yes.
I think you're just doing that's all. That's all I wanted to know. All I wanted to tell you.
Alright. Well, I
We're actually,
guess I wish you luck in getting back and all that.
Thank you. We'll be leaving in half a day.
Good to know. I think they just kind of shut the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like,
that
okay, good to know.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye. Clunk.
I imagine that they've like awkwardly been like almost like. Do you ever do the thing where you're like trying to end a conversation and you're just like, come on, give me an opening to stop this. Just close the door.
Yeah.
It's like that. And then if there's anything else you think Kawana would want to do before heading back to the inn, you can, or she can just head back and just kind of relax for a while. Or
I think maybe she'll just to see whether she can hear things like the wind spirit up above or the horses in the barn.
I would do perception, which is for you
+2.
Let me check. Yep, +2. I can grab you the dice bag again if you want. But yeah, you could even be like, just like, spends the rest of the day looking around for any more interesting metals, since this is kind of a mountainous region, or whatever you want to.
Yeah, I think I'll do that as well.
Alright.
So first I'll do D20 +2.
Yep.
That was a 10.
You still hear, like, the flowing water, and, every once in a while you hear, like, a crackling of fire, but you don't hear anything, like, different from the general,
No, okay. This sort of same that we heard from outside the first time. Okay.
And then, what did we use last time for...
Survival?
Yeah, I think survival. You have a +0, so it's just the plain roll.
Lovely. And that was a 12.
Alright, so... yeah, she just kind of spends the time, the rest of the day. Maybe, like, not once it starts to get dark, because it's kind of hard to season and search for that sort of stuff, but spends the better part of the day, like, looking around for anything useful. I think she finds there's, like, this section of mountain that, like, looks like it leads into a mine, but hasn't been used for a long time. And there's, like, this chunk of stone that looks like it has, gold kind of all throughout it, but it's not, like, gold pieces, just...
Just bits, like,
yeah,
chunks
just,
of
like,
gold.
chunks of gold in rock. Like, I don't know what it's called, but I have a certain thing in mind. Okay, here's a good image. Let me... Here, like, pretty much like this.
Okay, yeah. So it's like ingots and stuff.
Kind of. Yeah, it's, like, completely unrefined. Just, like, gold stuck in rock.
So it's not like pure shards of anything like the Blinkstone stuff.
No, not at all. But she she thinks that she could potentially use it for something. And probably finds it a little bit weird that anyone left this year, but...
It's just this chunk of rock. Like...
Yeah. It's just, like,
it's
out near the entrance to the mines.
Yeah.
But the mines look like they haven't been used for probably years. There's not, like, anyone up here or anything.
I find 100 copper pieces at the bottom of the well. No, it's weird that they're here. No, that's not true.
But yeah, and then you just kind of head back to town, head into the inn, and that's where we can end it. Cause
Yeah.
I'm planning to like. I'm planning to just like start off next session with like everyone kind of coming back.
Yeah, the end of that journey, as it were.
Yes. Everyone pretty much heading into the inn and saying like, well, we just spend our time doing different stuff and disclosing or not disclosing it as they feel fit.
Yeah, Joanna definitely doesn't, I think, but...
Yes. Might be
It's
like,
otherwise
hey, I
words.
found this rock, but probably not about going to see Aridar.
Yeah, I could be like, hey, I found this rock. Just...
Yeah, today I looked around and found a rock. That was cool.
That was all I did all day.
Yep.
Definitely.
I mean, not the worst day spent, I guess. Better than
No.
finding nothing.
True.
But yeah, that's good.
And then, of course, we level up, so...
Yes. Alright. Stopping the recording now.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm just starting up the game right now.
Alright,
Sorry,
nice.
it's taking me so long.
No, it's not a problem. Yes. I did out a little room where you guys are staying.
Heck yeah, that'd be a freaking. Oh, that's so nice. Oh my goodness.
Yep, just a cute little room. So yeah, you basically have half a day left before you guys go to sleep, and then you're gonna leave in the morning. Is there anything in particular Chamomile wants to do?
Not that I can think of.
But yeah,
I can't think of anything that Chamomile would want to do.
yeah. You could... Because I'm thinking in terms of, like, Taz, kind of. Is there...
Oh, yeah.
So, like, if you wanted to hang out with Marlene and do something, or if you wanted to go visit Calvain, who's the Wishing Well man, or anything like that, you could do that.
I think, would Marlene be interested in, like, wandering over to visit not Marlene,
Visit herself.
Calvain?
Yeah, Calvain. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Or would
think...
Marlene be interested in going over there?
No, yeah, I think that she would be cool with that, because
Cool.
she wasn't really involved in hearing him actually bring you guys there or anything. So she's just like, we should probably thank him.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright. So I think he's still like hanging out by the wishing well. Well, it's a fountain, but
Yeah, so Chamomile's probably gonna just wander right up there and be like, tap him on the shoulder.
oh hey, it's you guys.
Did we
How'd
get his
your-
name, by
Yes,
the way?
Calvain. Hey,
Continue, sorry.
how'd your stuff go? Did you get to talk
It
to
went
Aridar?
really... Yeah, we got to talk to Aridar, and everything went unexpectedly interesting, I guess, but it went well, but...
Yeah, it went okay, I guess.
Yeah, we figured we'd come and say thank you.
Oh, that's no problem. You gave me a lot of money, so no big deal at all. Like, that was...
Were you able to make your wish, by any chance?
Yeah, I made some wishes. I'm gonna keep some of it because I think this could really help out me and my husband, honestly. He's been working a lot. I think this will help.
Camille says, "Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad I could do, something to help you out."
Yeah, I can't
you
thank
really
you
deserve-
enough. Could I possibly invite you over for dinner? That would be lovely.
Chamomile looks over at Marlene.
She just like Sure. She just shrugs. She's like, okay.
Yeah, sure. Chamomile says, yeah.
As long as it's not a burden on you, she says. And he's like, oh no, not at all. I can definitely make food for all of us. That's no big deal.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Yes, please. That'd be fantastic. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy.
I'm glad. Their house is very small. It's not much of anything. There's a little kitchen, some seats. Come on, please. There we go. Oh, this is a very thick border. Oh yeah, there's a little kitchen over here with just a stove and counters. There is a little oops, that's a couch, and then there is a staircase that you can go to from the kitchen to get up to their bedroom.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Let me actually move this to the map layer so that you're not underneath the map. There we go.
Awesome. Thank you.
So he's like, you guys can sit down while I'm gonna get started on dinner. How's everything for you guys?
Everything's...
Did you get what you wanted?
Camille shakes her head a little bit and she's like, not quite, but what I got out of it was better than anything that I could have really asked for anyways. So, in a way, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Sometimes things end up like that, and it's... Sometimes you wish for something and then you get something else, but it's better than you would have expected. And that's part of what I like about the whole process.
Camile's like, how about you? Have you gotten your wishes granted yet?
I got one of them. Actually, meeting you guys, one of my wishes was I wanted to meet adventurers, and you guys came along, and that was really cool.
Oh.
And
Camile's just like so thrilled. She's like, oh my goodness, I'm happy that we could grant one of your wishes. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah. I've always wanted to adventure, but I've never really had the money to get, like, gear and stuff. But I think maybe we can save back some, and maybe I could travel up into the mountains and see what's going on there. I don't know what's up there, but it's gotta be something cool.
Like in the mountains, like where we went?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of?
Yeah, that sort of area.
Chamomile says, well, up by where we went and adventured up to, I do recall there were, well, quite a ways up there were some goblins. And, however, I'm assuming they'll let you pass so long as you give them something of value. Maybe a couple copper pieces or something.
Oh yeah, well my husband makes jewelry. We could maybe give something like that away. That would be cool.
Makes jewelry, huh?
Yeah.
So Chamomile pulls out the little brooches and she's like, is your husband, does he happen to be here, or is he like...
I think he's upstairs. I'll go get him. And he heads out. Pretend that he does not have swords and helmets. And is also larger. Let me enlarge this man.
Mel got me 2 stickers as like a birthday present, and I don't know how this happened. Okay, there we go.
That was amazing.
That's fine.
Yes.
That's
Perfect.
fine.
Nailed it.
Um,
But yeah, so
Camille,
he comes back down and
go
he's
ahead.
like, "Oh, this is my husband." And he's like, hi. I'm Dodro.
Dodro?
Yeah, that's my name.
Hi, Dodro. I'm Camille.
Hi.
And this is
You're-
Marlene.
Oh, hi. And Marlene's just like, hi. She seems she's always been quiet, so she's just like, hey, what's up? Then he goes, you're the people from before, right? He told me about you.
Yeah, Camille nods and smiles. I heard you're a jeweler,
Yeah,
right?
I make jewelry and pots, but mostly jewelry.
Camille hands him the brooches and is like, is there any chance that you could potentially tell me anything about these brooches?
Oh, he looks them over, and he goes, yeah, no, there was someone who made these sorts of things. It was a while ago from probably your perspective. I think 20 years? That's about around there. He used to live up by the docks. I don't think he's still there though. It's been a very long time, and I haven't seen any like these in a while. And he hands them back to Camille, and he goes, I could probably try to contact him if that's what you're looking for.
Camille nods and says, that would be fantastic if you would be able to do that. If you can't, that's totally fine. But
Yeah, I'm part of a little jewelers guild. I'm sure that someone in there knows about him. I don't remember his
Camille
name,
smiles a
but
little.
I'm sure we can figure it out.
Yay!
You helped us out
Camille
a
smiles.
lot with that, so I mean, it's the least I could do. Calvin goes back to the kitchen and is making up food. It looks like a stew of some sort. making pancakes.
Making pancakes. Making pancakes. Camille smiles and says, I can't thank you guys enough for literally everything.
Oh,
And
no
I'm happy
problem
that
at
I could
all.
help.
No problem at all. Yeah, I'm assuming you're staying for dinner. We don't. Unfortunately, we don't have a table here, but you can probably eat it just in a bowl on your lap. That'll be so. As long as you guys don't mind that. And Marlene's like, no, I've had worse. That's fine.
Camille nods and says, yeah, same here. It's
Better than eating soup out of your hands, right?
yeah. Better than a lot of things. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Better than a lot of things. That's about it.
So Camille says, well, it was nice to meet you, and I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you too. I mean, you've got. It might be weird to say, you got a good fashion sense. I like it. Good job on that.
Camille smiles and like brushes all that towards me. I was just like, thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
And then he goes, and you're a Moon Mother follower, yeah? She's like, yep, that's what the moon is. The whole moon get up. I'm a cleric.
Camille just sort of like stares a little bit at Marley and is like, I know you're quiet, but I feel so awkward making you talk to these people. I'm so sorry.
And she's like, no, it's fine. I'm not. I just don't think of what to say very well.
Camille nods and he's like, I understand.
I'm better at punching things than I am at talking to people. Honestly.
Big buff Cheeto puff. Camille
She
smiles a little
douses
bit.
herself in Cheeto cheese.
Camille doesn't know how to feel about that, but okay. My darkness.
Cohen goes back over and he's like, oh, I know what I can give you. And Dodro kind of heads into the kitchen to start cooking, like kind of realizing that he's easily distracted. He's like, I know exactly what to give you. This is gonna be great. 1 second. And he runs back upstairs.
Oh. Camille just stares blankly at Marlene, and she's like, I don't know what to do, but I'm happy that we're here. Thank you for coming along with me. This is nice.
Yeah, I'm glad I came with you. It's good to thank them.
They did do a lot.
Helped us out a lot there. I don't know how we would have. I don't know how we would have expected to find him otherwise.
Gabrielle kind of like looks like I was like, I still feel so bad, but
she's like,
at least it worked out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. In retrospect, breaking into the house wasn't the most amazing idea.
Gabrielle nods and she's like, well, you know what though, at least like you were really cool back there, and thank you for saving our butts so often. Like that was really
That's my whole job. I'm kind of all about saving the butts. Helping people out.
Gabrielle's laughing a little bit.
Yeah,
and
she's also kind of laughing.
Gabrielle says, so the end of our, out of person right now, like, this is the end of the adventure, like, Marlene's not really going to be coming with us after this, yeah?
You don't think so. She probably, like, you imagine that you'll still be in contact with her? You'll probably still talk to her, but this is kind of something that she wanted and so was going to, like, kind of oversee this sort of adventure. So, unless it's something explicitly important to her that she feels like she has to get, she might not come along.
Another thing real quick too, would it be, like, what is it, like, that form of mail called?
I don't know, we never thought of a name for it. Well, the first thing I thought of was soul mail, but that's a little weird.
No, that could work. Like, it works. It fits.
Yes, the Spirit Express.
Yes.
Yes.
I like that.
Okay.
Yes.
It's Spirit Express.
Oh,
searching out people's souls
good.
to give them mail.
So I think Camille would like to bring up, like, yeah, I don't think I have your information in case, we want to keep in touch.
And she goes,
by the way.
Of course. You've been really nice. I mean, okay, I'm going to be honest about, I don't know what you're doing after this, but I was thinking, you guys are work pretty decently together, and I thought maybe you would want to come work for me some more. It's up to you. It's just something to think about.
Yes! Camille, like, happy claps, like, yes, I would love that! You were so nice to work with. This has been so amazing.
And she goes, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It'll probably mostly be me giving you work. I honestly don't go on these adventures very often. It's been a lot of fun, too, though. It's been a long time.
Camille's like, well, I'm glad I could drag you out of the house and whatnot for one of these.
Yes. Usually I only go out for negotiation purposes. I don't do a lot of the...
Porpoises?
Yes, I said
Porpoises.
porpoises. Thank you. I was hoping you would ignore that.
I do it all the time. You're fine. So, out of character real quick too,
Yes.
would this be like a good time to like ask Marlene about like what she knows regarding information about technology that could...
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, you can definitely ask about that. In the meantime,
Yeah.
she is like, takes off one of her gloves and is like, trying to like scrape off a piece of skin to give you for the mail. Her hair really isn't fit for pulling out because it's all braided up.
Can Chamomile like... I don't know if you could break off like a little piece of a talon or something.
Yeah, you could probably just do a little clip of a talon.
Yeah, so Chamomile
They
does...
just trade.
On second thought, how about... I don't know. Would it be possible, like, would I have to have like a jar in my inventory or something to be able to get her like a jar of maybe like chamomile sparkles?
Oh,
A little
that's
bit, like...
I didn't know that. Oh yeah, I guess that she does have sparkles. Yeah. Are those just?
Yeah.
Is it just like glitter coming off of her then?
Yeah, it's essentially just like glitter.
That's great.
You never get rid of it when you're around her.
Yes.
It's always there.
So what happens is she gives his chamomile and then she's like, and I'm pretty sure I'm like permeated with you, so that's fine.
That's amazing. Chamomile smiles a bit, is like, thank you, and takes this and like puts it.
Yeah, you have a bag. You definitely have a bag of some sort.
Yeah, so she places it in her backpack. Oh, I'm so excited for you to see the outfit design.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. It's gonna be really nice.
Yes. I'm so thrilled.
The preview looks really nice. I like it a lot.
Thank you. So Gabriel asks like, hey, so I don't know if you exactly recall, but I was wondering a little bit about what you knew about technologies that could possibly help with... Does she know, like, I want it for mental health reasons?
Yeah, you start saying that, and she's like, oh, yeah. I don't know anything really explicitly personally, but I'm going to look into it. Kind of my entire job, not regarding the cleric thing, involves knowing a lot of people and making negotiations with a lot of people. So I'm positive that there's someone that I know that would have a lead to that for you. So
Camille nods a little bit. It's like, that help tremendously. Whenever you have
support. I would not have offered you the job if I did not think that I could provide what you were looking for in some small way.
Mm-hmm. Camille nods as well, so she's like, by the way, I can't thank you enough for like this job and for, I don't know, like always being so good to like the group and for saving us and for, I don't know, just like, you're such a good person and I'm really happy that we could help out in any way.
I think she's just like smiling a lot. She's very flattered by this and she's just like,
yay!
Thank you for thanking me, I guess. Honestly, you were very helpful with your ability to fly. It got us there so much quicker. I highly doubt we would have gotten any of the Moonstone if you hadn't been around.
Gabrielle smiles a little bit as well. She's like, I'm really happy that I could be a part of this. You know, this is...
I'm happy that you could as well. I like all of you. Honestly, I was kind of nervous going into this because Hawana's the only one I knew, but you guys are all very nice, and
She knew Hoana.
mm-hmm. They've been friends for.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Makes
why.
sense.
That's why, like in the first session, whenever you guys were talking about to that lady who was sick, Marlene was very confused why Hawana didn't know that she had been like a cleric for like 100 years. She's like, I've been friends with you for so long. How did you not know that I was a cleric?
Oh my god. I didn't put two and two together.
No, yeah,
Fine.
that's fine. Honestly.
This is fine. Oh.
But yeah, she's
No.
just like, I was kind of nervous. I didn't know you were Willow, but you were really nice, and I appreciate that. I've gone with adventurers who only care about making money and don't really care about what's the moral thing to do, and that's always disappointing to me as someone who kind of his whole lifestyle is built around helping people, you know.
Chamomile smiles and is like, "Well, we did what we could to help out who we could on the way. One of these days, though, we're gonna totally come back here. We need to go back and visit the goblins again.
Yes,
Because I want to go on the ice again.
that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that a lot.
Even though she didn't go ice sliding with us.
What?
Even though she didn't go ice sliding with us.
She did push Willow.
Yeah, she did.
She did play around, and then she did a really big push and like pushed Willow into you.
Oh, yeah.
And then you guys teleported. She didn't actually go sliding herself, but she did play around with you guys, especially the first time you were there.
Yeah. So Gabriel would be like, we have to go back there again and do that more because that was really fun.
One second.
Oh no.
But yeah, she's just like, yeah, we definitely should. It was a lot of fun and would continue to be a lot of fun if we went back there sometime. And also, honestly, I'm interested in. I mean, they didn't seem too bad. I think that I want to see how they're doing sometime in the future.
Agreed. Camille again is smiling and is super thrilled because that was like super fun for her.
Yes.
However, she does. I think Chamomile is interested in those stones. You know, like so. I think should she ever run across those again, that'd be awesome. But otherwise, I think that's another reason why she wants to come back. Other than Marlene and other than all of this stuff. You know, she at least wants to come and see Marlene and like hang out with her and chat.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
Marlene's a cool person. And Kim was like, definitely want to keep in touch. All of this stuff.
Yeah, and Marlene seems to agree. Definitely, she likes Chamomile. She thinks that Chamomile's cool. Very nice.
Yeah. Chamomile does her best. So as far as that goes, I guess that's mainly what Chamomile wanted to ask about, really.
Yeah.
Was the
and like
was that stuff.
A few minutes after you're done, and Calvain finally comes down and he's like, I'm so sorry that took so long. I knew that I had this somewhere. And he just gives you a bottle of what looks like some kind of oil. And he goes, that is chestnut oil. I make it every year. We've got a couple of chestnut trees. I thought that it would help you because you have wings, and it's supposed to make you be able to fly faster. Well, birds be able to fly faster. People use them on, like, carrier pigeons and stuff. So I thought maybe it could help you. I don't know.
Camille claps her hands. Yes, this is so amazing. And, like, asks, like, can I hug you? Like, is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Camille gives him a big hug and she's like, thank you, this is amazing.
A hug from behind the wings.
Yes. Here. This is gonna look weird. There you go. Hug. Looks a little.
Hug.
Yay. Thank you. Okay, chamomile.
But yeah,
please.
and then he goes, and if that fails, then it's pretty soothing to put on scratches and scrapes. And then Dodro turns around and he's like, yeah, a lot of times I use that for my hands. They get scratched from doing all the tiny little work with all these little metal tools. It just is soothing. It won't heal you, really, but it will make you not hurt, so that's good.
Which Chamomile could use because she's a little bit of a pansy when it comes to HP and almost constantly dying.
And then those two are both cooking. It seems kind of obvious that Dodro is the more competent of the two, but Calvain is a help. He does his best.
I think Chamomile, so like, she'd want to like examine real quick, like, Marlene's hands, if that was okay with her, to make sure like this wouldn't, to see if like this would be beneficial to her as well, if she had like a little vial or something she could put in this in.
Yeah, I'm assuming that she's just offering it to her or something. And yeah, Marlene takes off her gloves. Her hands are like pretty calloused, but
yeah.
And she does, like, notably whenever, as she, like, you haven't like seen a lot of her other than her face, because the rest is covered up from just like the cleric sort of uniform, but she does have a lot of scars, but that's honestly to be expected because she's over 200 years old. She's an elf.
Yeah, she's over 200. Chamomile's
20. But they're interestingly not that far apart in like maturity wise, because they're,
that is really interesting. Yeah.
It's basically like if you've translated elf years into human years, Marlene's probably like 25.
Oh yeah, no, that's so fun.
Yes. It's very like it's very weird thinking about it, because it's like, how would that work? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes yeah. It's a lot better. Yeah, chamomile. So
and she like
when
she rubs it on her hands and sees if it, and she's like, well, if nothing else, it'll soften up the calluses a little.
Chamomile smiles and she's like, well, as long as it helps you out even a little bit, then that's good.
And
she's super excited.
Yeah, she's just like, well, thank you. I'm sure that you could use it as well. So we can just share. That's not a big deal.
A metal. I'm taking a peek in my inventory real quick.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't add the brooches. Thank you for adding all of that.
Yeah, I've been like making sure that everything's added whenever I go through.
Thank you.
But yeah, so the whole bottle is like that big. You think that?
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big bottle. You
think that you could probably get if you were using it as for like just doing up your wings, then probably you could do it like 6 times maybe.
Okay.
It would basically only last until you bathe.
Okay. Should I put that in my inventory?
Yes, you can put like 6 uses of chestnut oil.
Okay. Sounds good. That is awesome. Thank you. Would it be 5 now? Because Marlene?
Yeah. If you want to, we can just say that Marlene takes a little bit, and that you get the 5, because she doesn't need.
Okay.
She's like, I don't need a bunch, because it's much less if you're just putting it on scratches. It's just like a little bit, so she's just taking that little bit.
Okay, sounds good.
And then, yeah, so about an hour or so passes, and Calvain goes over and hands out bowls. He's like, it's just a vegetable stew, but I think it's pretty good. So he like
Camille smiles. Like, this is amazing. This is so much. This means a lot to me. Thank you.
They both settle down on the ground.
Trying to face them awkwardly. There we go.
And Marlene is like, yes, thank you very much. We both appreciate it a lot. And she seems a little bit more comfortable now. I like that Chamomile is still just like laying.
Yes.
I like the idea that she's just like has her head on the couch and her body on the floor, and is just laying there.
Yes. I do that, so I could see her doing that too.
Yes.
It's so
She's just chilling.
Oh my god. Yeah, so
I'll have a nice meal. It's nice and like it's not super flavorful, but it is good and it's very filling. You won't have to. Well, I mean, you wouldn't have had to mark down rations anyway because you're at the hotel and the inn, and it provides food for you. So same.
Okay.
But yeah, you have a nice little meal.
Awesome.
And
Thank you.
I think that is about it for
Oh my gosh. Oh, and we have a little toilet too. That's amazing.
Yes.
I love it.
But yeah, I was just going to show you that. But yeah, so you were going to talk to Aridar, maybe?
Yes, I think so.
Alright.
That's the only thing I can really think of
So,
other than them doing group training.
Are you knocking on the door? Are you going in through the place where you busted open the door?
Since I haven't leveled up. Yep, yeah, I think I'm knocking on the door.
Okay. So you knock on the door.
Have I had a long rest until, since I got here?
No, you guys have kind of just checked into the inn, and then are like, okay, well, you guys can go do whatever else for the rest of the day, and then we'll...
Okay.
You got a short rest, which healed you up.
Okay.
Some recovery from being knocked out like 4 times.
Yes.
But you have not leveled up.
Okay.
But yeah, so you knock on the door, and
yes,
it doesn't take too long.
Resist this temptation to run away.
You decide not to ding-dong ditch. Aridar answers the door, and it's a pretty short amount of time. You think they were probably just in the room to the side, either the spider room or the study sort of area.
Yeah.
They're just like, hello, I thought you had left.
Yeah. Willow is like, oh god, they're so bad at being social when they're not like with anyone else.
Yes.
I am very curious about what this entire deal here is.
Oh,
Yes.
Grandpa gave me a cookie.
Oh, very good. Oh my god, it looks like a face. Wait, stop. Looks like a face. Turn it a little. No, the other way. No.
Oh,
Turn it a little.
tell me when to
Yes.
stop.
No. A little to the left. A little tiny smidge more. Yes. Those two up high are the
Oh my
eyes, and then
God,
there's the
you're
nose
right.
and the mouth. It's like,
I was seeing these two as the eyes, and that as the
oh,
mouth.
could also be, but it's like the
Both of
same.
them. Yes. But yeah,
Like there's something going on here, and it is like I just can't figure it out. I would have gotten to talk to beasts, though, but
I think they laugh a little bit, and they're like, yeah. See, that's why I don't usually invite people over to my house, honestly.
I mean, it wasn't that. I mean, I only got knocked out like 5 times, but that was only one of them. Everyone else was very nice.
Yeah.
As they
most of them
say
are
that,
pretty
like they
chill.
got knocked out 5 times, they're like 5 times.
Yes. Yeah, Aridar's just like, yeah, most of them are pretty chill as long as you don't do anything to them. She's, a little different, though.
But are they all are they your pets? Are they people turned into giant insects or what happened to 'em?
No, not the people thing. Only one of them was a well, not a human. A person, I guess. I have trouble not calling the others people.
Mhm.
But the only humanoid race was... Yeah.
Are they? How did they get here? I mean, I've never seen a bug or an arachnid that big before, and like I'm a fucking
well,
dude.
that's not that weird. There's a lot of big animals around this area. As far as the spider goes, I think that was a little bit artificial, but there are beetles that large. There's a swamp. A couple days from here, you can find them.
Oh, but
They're
did
pretty.
you make the spider that big? Did you feed some like super fertilizer?
No. No.
Ducks, radioactive
No.
flies.
I did not do this to any of them, and the insinuation is very maddening, just by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just like who wouldn't want the fucking giant spider friend? That's
Probably someone who knew the process that went into it. It's kind of a torture science scenario there. Not
Oh,
a
boy.
lot of fun. Not a
oh
lot of
okay.
fun.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. It's just fucking like shit. Being social.
But yeah, Aridar is just
What-
like, this entire situation, as you can imagine, is not normal.
No, I kind of got the feeling, which is why I'm so curious about it all. Because like, what the fuck happened to get you in this mess?
I mean, I could tell you my entire tragic backstory, but that seems like a little much.
Oh, please, that's why I came here. Please, I have the rest of the day. I'll sit down. I'll build a campfire.
You're a very strange person. Do you know that?
Yeah, it's not the first time I've been told that. So
Well,
Willow's like, but I guess what currently matters, like the most to me personally, is there any way I can help your sibling?
My sister, yes.
Your sister.
I'm not sure. I'm hoping. I mean, you know about the Moon Mother. Surely you're a starling, right? From
Yeah.
one of the Highlanders, one of the night crawler types.
Yes.
Okay.
One of the X-Men types.
No.
Just the blue X-Men person. That's me. Squiggle, squiggle. I just imagined a cartoon version whenever Willow's shifted around.
Yes, good.
Like, you're just...
So, you would know then that she's known for healing. I was hoping maybe that could translate here somehow.
Yeah?
Which is why I was so enthusiastic about getting the Moonstone. I mean, obviously I'd be interested anyway. It's a material that no one's ever worked with before. But I'm hoping something will come of that.
What exactly happened to make her this way?
I don't know how to answer that in a way that doesn't reveal a lot about myself. But I will just go ahead and say, sometimes when faced with losing everything, people make very bad decisions. Ones that include hurting other people very badly. And I mean, I don't know how much you guys snooped around my house, but there's a lot of stuff moved around, so I'm going to assume that the reason that all of my books are out of order is because you read them.
I can't read, so
That's fair.
I lost the ability to read. Well, I don't. Willow didn't look at any books, so
No, not. The only book that Willow tried to look at is the one that she couldn't read because it was terrible handwriting.
Yes, not because she totally forgot she could speak Elvish.
Yes. Because, well,
Well, I guess Willow's like, I know nothing about that particular.
Yeah, so they're like, well, you wouldn't know my family by name unless you had lived here, but or, you know, on the coast, which I don't think you would have if you're...
Well, I did live near a body of water, that's for sure, but not a salty one.
Well, my family used to make boats. Mainly ones that were very... They had magical properties, inscribed in runes, but as the world is constantly changing, many years ago, then there was a change that made it so that water just ate up the runes. It wouldn't work anymore. So, kind of our whole craft was destroyed.
Oh, gosh.
And sometimes people just make very bad decisions and don't care about how much it hurts other people.
Oh, I see.
Your other friend came over earlier.
Oh! Which of them? The one that's like big wings, or the one that's like very skeptic, or was it the one who forgot her armor?
Oh, yes. It was, Goggles. The one with the goggles, kind of like...
Ah, yes. Yes, my skeptic
Hawana,
sassy
I
friend.
believe.
Yes.
That's about what I would describe her as, yes.
Oh, that's actually very surprising. You're
She's-
having a lot of visitors today.
Yes, I am. People seem interested in my whole deal, which I guess makes sense. Like I said, this is why I usually don't let people around. I don't even know how you found my house, honestly, but I didn't think people knew I still lived here, but whatever.
We have. God, I'm trying to think of like a coin pun right now. You know, put coin in the right places and things just come to you.
That is the way of the world.
Yes.
Well, at least one of you, I assume, read the book she gave me back.
Oh, yes. Oh, she took that with her, did she? Okay, that's fair enough. That was me who found that one.
Yeah. I should find a better place to hide it. That wasn't a very good spot for it, I guess. Not that
I didn't. In my defense, I didn't read it. I couldn't read that handwriting.
Yes, my father was known for his very terrible handwriting.
He doesn't sound like that great of a person, so I
That's
assume
accurate, yes.
the handwriting just fits the person.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. Indeed. His entire post-boat making idea was kind of to just try and figure out a way to make it so that elements wouldn't interact with each other in the way that living beings don't really have much different effect to other elements. Water might sometimes destroy metal, or have metal float on it, or have water eat it entirely, but humans and other living beings, we all react the same way no matter what. Water will always make us wet, and fire will always burn us. But it will never do more or less than it ever did before.
That is very interesting.
It is, and his entire purpose post-boats was kind of to try and find a way to make this true for all the elements. And I guess his sort of reasoning was that if he could make a living being made of an element, then it would somehow negate the transformative properties of it.
Oh, that explains the horses.
Yeah, those were ours.
I see. Huh. That. What did Willow say in this matter? I think they're just like staring because they're like, fuck, I've run out of conversation. I've used like all my conversation options.
They just go.
And then
It's
they're
not
like,
a very happy subject. I understand if it's a lot for someone.
Well, kind of, yeah, but also like, I want to pry, but I don't want to pry too much, you know.
Well, I've got your
I imagine it's a totally heavy subject for you too, and like, who am I to come up here and like demand information from you? You know, after I just pried through your entire house with my grubby little hands.
Honestly, you're an interesting person as well as a weird one. I find it more tolerable than the majority of people.
Yeah, like, I am pretty nosy, like, I'm not trying to deny that. I want to understand better because I do want to help. It made me very sad to see what I saw.
You're what most people would call a good person, I guess. Which I'm not, personally, but it can be helpful. So, I mean, you've got my information and I've got yours. And we can keep in contact if you want.
I think that would be good. If I come by anything that might help you, I'll be sure to.
And if I can think of anything that you could help me with, I'll send a letter your way.
Fantastic then. Yeah. Sorry for breaking into your home and messing around everywhere.
It's alright. Honestly, I was more concerned about them than I was about any of my stuff. It's not really... Most of it is left over from the parents and all that. It's not really important to me in any way.
That is fair. Be sure to clean up in that kitchen sometime, dude. God, you're going to catch like mold lung from all that.
Yeah. I'm not great at that whole thing. It's a lot. I understand.
I thought like the second we walked in there we were going to find a corpse with all those flies. I don't just like for your personal health.
And then, they're like...
Is that why you wear that mask? Is it like a gas mask?
It's...
Being in the kitchen.
It's a something. But it's not about that, no. And then, like, almost like trying to change the conversation topic, they just go, by the way, Dunes said to tell you hello. I don't know.
Oh.
I guess he thinks you're a nice person or something, and I guess by being kind of his caretaker, I've got to pass that on.
Oh, very good. Willow seems like excited about that. A lot. Also, one second, I'm gonna check my sheet really quick.
Alright.
This is a weird question, I know, but what I'm very, very happy, and do tell him hi again for me. What does Dunes eat?
Dust mostly.
Dust?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Dust and dirt, and it's more like rolling in than eating, and then making webs out of.
Oh, he doesn't eat then, really?
Not exactly. I mean, it's a form of eating, but not in the way I understand it.
I'm trying to see if I have anything I could give to Dunes, but all I really have is a gemstone and a dead snake.
Well, it just picks up some dirt and it's like, here.
Yes. Well, it's like 1 second, and then they go down to like the road and they scrape shit together, and they come up like, take this to Dunes.
Yes.
Puts it in his hands. Yeah, you go.
Aridar just goes, if you like it, I can just tell him that the next amount of food is from you. You don't have to be searching in your bag for what I'm assuming is pocket lint or something.
Well, I do have other stuff than pocket lint in here, but it's like when I don't know what he likes. I don't know. I just want to give him a gift. Would he like that snake? Would he like this shiny rock here? Or like 10
Uh,
torches?
might like the shiny rock. Not sure
Oh.
about the dead snake, though.
That's fair. Give
Torches probably wouldn't work well, being dust and cobwebs and all.
That's fair. But give Dunes this, and they hand him the shiny gemstone on top of the dirt.
Perfect. Aridar has gloves on, so just is kind of like, okay, I guess. He takes it and just kind of drops it in the potted plant next to him.
doesn't bat an eye at it.
And they're like,
All right.
I kind of would like to get back to working now, if you're not.
That's fair. And yes, I will also go rest now. I am very tired and sore from getting smacked into a wall. So I will just go.
Alright.
Have a good one. Good luck.
Goodbye.
I'll be in touch.
Aridar closes the door and presumably walks away from it.
Presumably.
Yes.
He just keeps standing there. Make sure I actually
Yes,
fucking
looking
hear
through
you.
the people.
Yes.
Even though this door doesn't have people.
Is those like barn doors still like smashed open?
No, I mean they don't have a lock on them anymore, but they are closed.
Okay, that's fair enough. Also, just gonna wave at the horses.
Oh, good.
This poor friend. We've just absolutely wrecked their home. Pride and that shit.
So, 1 second.
Yep.
Because you also mentioned that you wanted to kind of explore around, right?
Yes.
So you're walking by the river, which is actually a very large river. And, like,
Oh.
it would take you quite a while to actually get past it. Even on the not long side, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, you're just kind of walking back to town, back along the river, and you see this lady.
Oh.
And if I can find her dog.
It's the one with the little puppy.
Let me find the puppy if I can.
It was just like, oh god, socializing. Shit.
Here he is.
I cannot control Willow.
Okay, let me allow you to control Willow. There you go.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Pew.
she's just walking with her dog.
Oh, very good.
Whose name?
Oh, puppy.
Do you remember what the name was? I don't.
Moxie.
Moxie, that's right.
Yes. God, I remembered that because there's a Pokemon ability called Moxie.
Amazing.
Oh,
Good job.
I'm so great.
Yeah,
I was
she,
like, oh, Moxie.
she just goes, oh, hello, it's you again.
Yes, it's hi.
Moxie kind of runs circles around you.
Oh, very good puppy. Willow's very excited. Sits down.
Yes, Moxie also seems excited.
Oh, it
And
is
just,
such a good doggy.
It just, like, places its paws in your lap.
Oh,
Big
Willow
smile.
gives them so many
Big, like,
pets.
panty smile.
Oh, I love.
And she's like, hello, you knocked on my door earlier today.
I did. I shut it, knock on that door, and I didn't run after doing it. I'm having such an amazing streak. Yeah. Sorry, I wanted to make sure this little guy had a home. I'm sorry, I handle it a bit
No,
badly. I'm not
that's
used
alright,
to.
I don't mind.
I'm glad.
I should probably get a collar for him. He just likes running back and forth.
car?
Collar.
Oh.
Most people know that he's mine, but Obviously, the newcomers, it can be a little bit strange.
Yes.
But there's just
God.
a dog in the alley.
I'm just imagining him in a car.
Yes, he has a little car.
Beep beep. Boom.
Here. Place the dog in your lap.
Oh, very good. Willow's giving him
And
so many.
She also sits down. And
Oh,
she's like, I
very
didn't
good.
catch your name, by the way.
Oh, my name is Willow.
Oh, that's a nice name.
I don't think I asked for yours
Yeah.
when I was back there. Did I now?
You didn't, but that's okay. My name is Pearl.
Oh, very good. Oh,
How has
very
your day
good.
been? I haven't seen you around before today, but now I've seen you twice.
God, it's been one day, alright. You know, I got today, just like today only, I got knocked out 5 times in a row.
Oh.
It's fantastic. Okay, maybe it was
How-
like 3, and then
how
one
did-
after that.
How did that happen? Are you like a really clumsy blacksmith or something?
Something like that, I guess. No, I was, I played the harp, and, tough audience. Tough
Oh.
audience.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. The people around here are usually pretty nice. I mean,
Yeah.
the government's kind of corrupt, but the people are okay.
Ain't it always?
Says Willow, who has very little government from her home
Yep.
place of any kind.
They know nothing but what, garbage, no, what are they called? Dust span, was it?
Yes, it sounded like you were going to say garbage.
Yeah, but weren't they called that? What are they called?
They're called gutter trash.
Gutter trash, that was it. I combined it to just be like garbage.
Yes.
They know nothing but what they heard from gutter trash.
Yes. Yeah. She's definitely heard about that being a thing. But yeah. So Pearl was just like, yeah, we're just walking along trying to find some herbs. I run a potion making shop back in town.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you need any help?
If you've got any any helpful herbs. It's illegal to sell poison, so I'm not looking for that, but
I don't have any on my person, but I could help you look if you tell me what they look like.
sure. She lists off a number of, and you probably know this well enough being a druid. It's a number of herbs that are usually used for making either strength or healing potions. It seems to be the majority of what she's looking for. And she goes, in particular, this one, it grows near the river because it needs a lot of water to grow.
Oh, I see.
So that's what I'm looking for here.
Do they have any particular scent? Like, does Moxie sniff them out for you?
Yeah, these ones are kind of like sickly sweet smelling. It's hard to explain. It's like, have you ever had maple syrup and then, but you get like way too much and it smells really overpowering? That's what it smells like.
Oh, I see.
I know that it's nearby whenever Moxie won't walk any further because it smells too bad.
Oh my god, that's so clever.
Yeah, he also just likes taking walks. I think it's always good to bring him out here.
Yes. What's so
He
nice?
likes rolling around in the grass.
Oh, a good puppy.
Yeah. And since there's the river right there, it's not too hard to wash him off.
Ah, yes, definitely.
But yeah, if you want to roll a nature check to help her look.
Oh, yes. Oh, let's see, what was my nature again? That is 14?
Alright. And then... let me... Alright, so you spend a little while helping her look. How long do you think you want to spend?
Well,
You've still got a good chunk of the day left, like, it's not getting dark or anything.
yeah, like, I think Willow would, like, go as long as she does. Like, Willow doesn't really have anything other to do.
Yeah. So, it's kind of starting to be sunset whenever you guys finish. And she's got, like, an entire basket full of these things, but covered up with a, like a blanket. And, like, anytime she moves it at all, then Moxie, like, backs up a good 15 feet. Even if it's not making any more smell, he just, like, knows that if it comes off, then...
Oh, Moxie. Little Moxie.
You come back with, like, 5 or 6 of these... They're like these big flowers that are, white, but they mix in with the color of the gravel here.
With the gravel?
Yeah, so it's a little hard to see. There's like gravel going up to the river, and these plants actually like grow out of the gravel.
Ooh.
To almost like to get closer to the river than where the grass and dirt is.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. So you come back with 5 or 6 of them, and Roxy keeps a good distance. Because you don't have anything to cover them unless you're stuffing them in your backpack.
Oh, poor Moxie.
And she goes, "Wow, thank you so much. Before you, I don't know, are you staying in town for very long?"
Well, I think we won't be leaving tomorrow. No twist.
Yes. Yes, in the morning.
Yes. I think we are heading off tomorrow morning. We're staying in the inn for the night. That one that's like the nice one.
The Crouching Toad, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
well, you just make sure that you see me before you leave, okay? I want to give you something for this.
Oh, you don't have to, but I feel like you come with
it's
it.
fine. I sell my potions pretty easily. It's not like it's going to be a big deal.
I'll be sure to come by.
Alright.
If not just to say goodbye. It's been very nice.
Yeah, you've been so nice. Thank you, Willow.
You're welcome, Pearl.
And she like kind of makes like a gesture like if Willow wants a hug, but
Oh, Willow gives a hug. Willow's very excited to give a hug.
She hugs Willow as well, and is
Oh,
very
very
careful
good.
about her very long claws. And make sure not to rip anything. And she steps
Aw.
back and she's like, "I hope you have a good night and rest well. I'm gonna head home and get some dinner."
Nice. Bye-bye,
And-
you two.
Yeah, and she heads off with Moxie.
Nice. Very good.
And that is the end of this, probably. There's not much
very
else to do.
Willow would probably think about, like, how it would have been easier to find the plants if they were a dog. I don't know if they would have tried to change into a dog.
Oh yeah, no, okay. So here's what happens there. So I think maybe it's like after Pearl already leaves, and Willow is like kind of like, "Oh, this would have been way easier if I was a dog."
Yes.
Wait a minute. And then remembers that she's been trying to turn into a dog for
Yes.
like a long time now.
Yes.
And this time she manages to do it.
Oh shit! That would be so cool. Willow just like standing by the river, like.
Yes. I haven't eaten the mini because I've been talking. If you want a few more, that's fine.
I might just take another handful. We can always get more.
But yeah.
Can just like while they're still at the river, can I try to find like one more of those herbs as a dog?
So yes, you're like, oh my god, I'm a dog now. So go ahead and try with advantage because you're sniffing them out and they're pretty heavily scented.
Oh, that's 18. I'm so glad you gave me advantage because the other was 3.
You can't smell at all as a dog. No, but so what happens, I think, is that you immediately are like filled with the sense of these things, and it's like she said, it's very overpowering but sweet. And you had smelled them before, but it's like even more overpowering now. And you kind of immediately realize where they are, but it's so overpowering that for like to get away, all of a sudden you're just in a different spot.
Oh.
And you don't exactly know how that happened, but you've definitely felt this before. This feels exactly like it did to transport in the blink crystals.
Oh.
And you're just 20 feet away, and it's much less of a smell now.
Willow's just like, They're looking around like if there's any
that you think that it would be fine for her to be overwhelmed by it.
Oh, I think that's definitely
and just like
really
as a
good way to
reflex,
describe that.
suddenly she's in a different spot.
Yes. Oh my god, that's so cool. I love it.
Yes. And then, yeah, I imagine that you probably shift out of dog mode to go pick those. And
yes.
You get 3 more.
Nice. I will add 3 white flower. White herb. Yes. Willow's gonna put them in the bag.
I think they're called maple lilies.
Nice.
So you can just say maple lily.
Willow is probably gonna put them in a like glass of water and like save them until they see her tomorrow.
That sounds nice. Okay.
Yes. Well, that was very good. I love it. I love
and then do you
want
to I almost said upgrade Willow. Do you want to upgrade Willow?
Do you want to upgrade this version of Willow? The premium?